Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way.
Well, if you ever needed proof that Gareth Bale is a big match player, you only need to look back to that famous night in Kiev, Peter.
Oh, quite so. Brought on just after the hour, wasn't he? And within a couple of minutes, he put his team ahead spectacularly. And then he helped himself to another goal late on and put the game out of reach.
Yeah, I remember it well, Peter. I was there. I mean, the first goal was magnificent, but he got a huge slice of luck with the second. OK, he struck the ball well enough, but from that distance, you would expect the keeper to deal with it comfortably.
Bale. Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Looking for options, for movement. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Ronaldinho changes him with that pass. Rummenigge is onto this. No way through. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Mateus. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mateus unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at what...
Up he goes!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mateus. Brazil yet to have an attempt on goal. Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets. Ukraine applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and of course the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening, he
shapes the shoot! Nicely weighted ball. And now the breakaway. Now he's off and running. Bale is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pirlo looking to play him in. Brazil are looking to break at pace. Baresi. And it's Davids. And he was quick to react. Well, that is one way to stop him. Ronaldinho has been caught there, it's a foul. Cafu. It's a sharp pass. Rummenigge is herring after that one. Mateus. And it's made its way to him. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, it's Bebeto.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Foot in. And it's Bale. He's being urged to shoot. And the finish! Loose ball now, there's a chase on to retrieve it. Can he spark a counter here? Baresi. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Somewhat off target. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a little off target. Bebeto. Zanetti cuts out the pass. Pirlo. That's been cut out, well played. Cafu. Figo. Cafu. And the first 45 minutes are up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we are already promptly back on the way.
Brazil really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he opts to go forward. No, that's been intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Played into space. That has not gone well. Can he get it through? Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Roberto Carlos. Mateus. Shevchenko. Ronaldinho. Cafu.
Ukraine have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Figo might just make this. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mateus, played out to the right. Chance to deliver. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. It's out for a goal kick. Looking for a runner. That pass isn't the best. Oh, there's a probing ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's not got that quite right. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Bebeto. Figo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And here's Shevchenko. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. Looking for the run. It's played through for him. That has been cut short. Figo. And it's Davids. Not the most accurate pass. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Bale. It's Bale! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Ukraine really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 21, camisa 11, camisa 10, Ronaldinho, camisa 7, camisa 6, deixando o campo para a entrada de
Threads
camisa
one in.
18,
Now it's Eto. Real chance!
camisa 24.
Now, how often do you see that?
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Camisa 13, substituição em andamento.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's worked it through. And this is Eto.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's intervened well there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that pass just didn't quite... Neymar! Best. And it's Zico. Best, very much a man of this moment. And here's Eto. Might be danger. And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Costa Curta gets it away. Eto. Caught offside that time. Roberto Carlos. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, that's a key interception. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. Pedri distributed tidily.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
No joy this time.
Foram indicados 2 minutos
Aims
de
beyond the
acréscimo.
defence. Knocks it into space. It's a threat. And in! Oh, yes, it's there! Save the best for last!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Brazil take what looks to be a decisive lead. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement's already palpable.
Santos e
Well, the stage
Brasil.
is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him...
Rui Costa! And that was very necessary. And it's Gerrard. And this is Van Basten. Ball comes in. Roberto Carlos gets it clear. Not the most accurate pass. That has not gone well. Fiore. And it's Gerrard. Now this could be a chance. And that is it! Oh, it's hit the post! Costa Curta gets rid without sophistication. Now there's a fine ball. Rui Costa! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. There's the header! And he thumps it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Rui Costa. Batistuta. Oh, takes a shot! Rijkaard towering forward here. Lovely feet. Zanetti. Brazil still without a single shot on target. And it's ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's superb. And this is Batistuta. Can he finish? Goal! Santos! And Santos take the lead. That was a given. It always was.
Van Basten really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Santos have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Gerrard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Look at the space here! And it's Gerrard. And he's in on goal! And he was alert to it. It's a pretty loose pass.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And this is Bebeto. The chance! And that would have been some goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Costa Curta.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Gerrard. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And Batistuta! Loose ball now, there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That pass isn't the best. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's away. Pass somewhat off target. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Rui Costa really was well marshalled there.
Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Brazil are back in business! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, good take. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. A really close shave and the last action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. To review the first half.
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. We expected better, and so did he. Van Basten.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Right, Batistuta. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Van Basten. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Santos have their second corner now. Goes for a shot! That looks awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Gerrard. Now Fiore. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's intervened well there. Fiore. Gerrard. And here's Van Basten. Beckenbauer plays it all the way forward. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Van Basten, and he welcomes it in. Oh, well played, well played. And the finish! Messi. Not the most accurate pass. Howson. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Rui Costa. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's there to retrieve it. Gerrard. And here's Van Basten. It's a good ball out wide. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And this is Del Piero. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard. going to be disappointed with that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Van Basten. Rijkaard. Pinches it off him. Oh, that's nice. Gerrard. Closing it on. It's Van Basten! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 18.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Camisa 10. Camisa 12. Camisa 24.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Into the last quarter of an hour. This is Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end.
And here's Romario. And here's Romario. And there's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Winning running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's had it taken off him. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Oh, good read. That was well played.
Shoots! Goal! Santos! And they're back in front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Santos go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Rijkaard, and it's Guti. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well timed, excellent interception. Guti.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, played right into his path. And the flag has stayed down.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well played, well sorted out. It shows there will be 3 extra minutes. This interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement's already palpable.
Brasil.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Well, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Cafu. Oh, it's played into the area. Oh, sweet feet. Chance for a shot! Costa Curta gets good distance on it. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Puskas. Lovely feet. That's been intercepted. And it's Kaka. Out to the right. Cafu has crossed into the middle. And he's quick to get it clear again. Yeah. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a shade optimistic. That's a sharp pass. Nicely intercepted. Belly. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Brazil still without a single shot on target. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's Bebeto, and he's managed to get free. Belly. Cantona. Kaka. Chance here to counter. Puskas. He's got away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Good take, and is he in? Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. And this is Bebeto. Pass is just off target. Cafu. Now it's Puskas. Cafu. Now Kaká. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bebeto.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Owns beyond the defence. No joy this time. Chiellini. And that's been intercepted. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Look, we can't say that's a surprise, Peter. He knew what the consequences were. He really did. Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he...
Messi! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Corner given. Brazil with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yeah. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Cantona, Cafu, Puskas. Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Puskas has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
They've played it short. Brazil are looking to go forward now. And here's Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, this looks sharp. It's played through for him. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Bellingham, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Yeah. Bellingham. Mbappe. And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancel each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision making and just a general sloppiness. So I'm sure the boss will be getting stuck into his players to improve and improve quickly.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Cafu. Yeah. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's in on goal, he's had a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Bebeto clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Brazil have their second corner now. That's a decent clearance. Nicely shaped ball. And it's hoisted clear. And that has left him in a heap. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's been played through. He has found a way through. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Now it's Del Piero. Nesta. He won't be happy with that one. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Cafu. Kaka. Bellingham. Cantona. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Vieira. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's picked out the run. Picked out brilliant. And Del Piero! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, that wasn't far away. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, it's ended up in no man's land. He's found a way through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Can he finish? Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that. Brazil clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, good taken, a good tries a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Now there is one relieved goalkeeper. He was helpless.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Camisa 11, camisa 10, Ronaldinho.
This is Messi.
Camisa 6.
He's shifting through the gears here. And a chance! No mistake! And that could well be the winner!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted. And they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was...
Maradona! And that would have been game, set and match.
Maradona has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Just 5 minutes left. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
And that's another good win of the ball. And the pass is intercepted. Cafu. Puskas. He's a sharp little ball here.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And the number on the board is 3. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Oh, it's come loose. Kimmich getting this one clear. Taken back almost at once. And that will be it. Brazil have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved. Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started. Ronaldinho! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. Vitinha. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Van Basten. Bebeto. No, that was never going to make it. Chiellini. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, just skips past his man.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mbappe. He's a Messi! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And it's Tonali. Tonali. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Rijkaard. Baresi. Here's Vitinha. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Messi. Looking for the run. Now it's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked out the run. Oh, he'll be annoyed at himself for not getting there. He can get that clear. Tonali. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, that's been intercepted. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Well, it's certainly not a drama affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
And here's Van Basten. That's going to go a long way. There will be a throw-in. Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for targets. Knocks it into space. Lovely feet. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Brazil has the chance to go the other way. Oh, this looks sharp. Well cut out, not margin for error there at all.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early... Oh no, this does not look good! It's a throw-in. Tonali. And it's Tonali. That's Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more, no less.
Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Chiellini tries to clear. Mbappe. And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's no real chance! Goal! The breakthrough strike! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Van Basten really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Tonali. It's a really well-measured ball. Looking to go deep. Pops it off in and wins back the ball. Chance here to counter. That has not gone well. And that is as far as they're going to go. And that has put paid to that. That pass isn't the best. Vitinha. Looking for options for movement. Vitinha puts the ball in.
Well, that has caused this.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos sua atenção para as informações fornecidas pela Polícia Local de Belém. Substituição no time do Brasil.
And we start the second half.
Brazil really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That looks a decent ball. Now it's Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Brazil come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Driving forward. And here's Messi. Pirlo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's a shade optimistic. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Messi. Now it's Del Piero. He's on it, can he get away? Del Piero. Nice interception, well timed. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. And it's Tonali. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? Neymar. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Brazil really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And that's a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Brazil are down to 10 men.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Brazil can make their change now with a break in play. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Mbappe. Now, can they get him on? He's having a shot! And he hits the net! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Brazil presented with a golden opportunity here. The ball is on the spot, here we go. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
The pass is intercepted. Chiellini. Beckenbauer. And it's Cruyff. Vitinha. Good take, and is he in? The most accurate pass. And it's Rijkaard. Now Tonali. Applies a finish! He should have put that one away.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Sai para a entrada do jogador, camisa 26. Substituição em andamento.
Oh, there's a probing ball, and he's certainly onside here.
Brazil really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Cruyff, looking to play him in. Aims beyond the defence. Brazil have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Tries to think it through. And that is out and behind, it's a good block. Corner number 2 then. Header! And it's in! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it for us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Atenção, proprietário do carro azul estacionado em frente ao portão do estádio. Favor retirar o veículo. Ele está prestes a ser guinchado.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement's already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So there's Massimo Orno, bit of an unsung hero perhaps, but certainly an integral part of an Italy side that conquered the world and a European champion for his club.
Yeah, and he did all that by being the picture of consistency and hard work, the way he nullified the threat of some of the biggest names in the game during his heyday. And that was really impressive.
Just the goalkeeper. Oh, shooting chance! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Out to the right, Messi picks it up out wide, and he welcomes it in. Oh, well played. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nicked it back promptly. Not the most accurate pass. Knocks it into space, and Bebeto! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
He's had it nicked away. Just eases him off the ball. Lampard. He's in plenty of space here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There's a sharp little ball here. Played in deep. Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Chelsea grab the equaliser, and oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Serginho gets a foot in here. And over towards the opposite flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Howson looking for options for movement. They get a throw in. Well, that is one way to stop him. Chelsea were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Strong running down that left flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Wow, look who's involved.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. has a look up. Xabi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And this is Bebeto, and the shot! Goal! Brazil! And they've got their lead back. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's gone backward here. Drogba touches it back. Spread out to the left. And it's Serginho. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
It's a really well-measured ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Locks it off in and wins back the ball. Now it's Messi. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Intercepts the throw, that's all red. Otto. He's got Drogba! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. And again. He's scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Brazil are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. With neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Senhores, informamos sobre uma criança perdida. Atenção, pai de menino de chapéu azul. Dirija-se ao centro de informações. Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 21.
So it's back to business.
Camisa 13. Deixando o campo.
Now it's Tura.
Camisa 18.
Now it's Berbatov. Go for a shot! Off the bar! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Oh, that look of disbelief.
Brazil come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Pass is just off target. Cafu looking for the run. Played out towards the right wing. That ball looks a good one. Here's and Messi! It's run loose. That's another chance. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Gets a look and plays it forward. Can he get it through? So what can they make of this? Great ball if he can get there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he's picked it up out wide. Serginho. Odo is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's Serginho. Xabi Alonso. Played out to the right. Played it again. Costa Curta is there and he can get that clear. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's onto this. And he's away. Chelsea needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
No, that's been intercepted. Howson is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Cleared without complication. Messi, he's in a great position here. Shot a goal!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Ronaldinho. Deixando o campo para
Maradona.
entrar. Camisa
Great vision.
4.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough and he knows it.
Serginho stood up well to him there.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's fabulous. Khan gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Plays it through. Serginho in acres of space out wide. Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers. Howson. Chelsea really will have to throw everything at this now.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Cafu cuts it out. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, that's well seen too. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Drogba. Still anyone's game this. One moment could decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Berbatov. Terrific header! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
In the final seconds now. Odo. Lampard. Looking for a runner. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Danger averted for now.
Well, the goalkeeper's a lucky boy there.
That is as far as it goes. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. So there's Massimo Ordo, bit of an unsung hero perhaps, but certainly an integral part of an Italy side that conquered the world and a European champion for his club.
Yeah, and he did all that by being the picture of consistency and hard work, the way he nullified the threat of some of the biggest names in the game during his heyday, and that was really impressive.
I remember a lot of those performances really well. Decent chance! Well, that is commitment to the cause.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And this is Batistuta. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Can he finish? Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's really well manoeuvred. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good for him. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri. And here's Batistuta. He has found a way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Torres. Oh, that is really good tenacity. Porto have their second corner now. Neuer gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Now he's off and running. Howson kept aware and it is reclaimed easily. Still goalless at the moment. Passing nice and neat. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cleared without complication. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Searching pass he's played there. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Bebeto. Good ball, good take. Del Piero was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Back into the middle. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Rodri, 30 minutes gone. Right, Batistuta. That's an imaginative pass. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Cafu. Can he get it through? Rodri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bebeto. No, that's been intercepted. Ruben Neves. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And this is Del Piero. And it's Batistuta. And this is Torres. Great defending, strong and determined. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And this is Bebeto. Pirlo shoots! What a wonderful goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to...
And he shoots! They've scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Porto grabbed the equal. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. The second half then, just getting going. Might be to try the shot! There it is!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Brazil go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Great vision, and nicely intercepted. Rodri. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
It certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Great chance here to level it up.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Olise! So, third corner of the game. Oh, well played, well played. And now a sudden chance to counter. Olise. Rodri. Porto looking to pass their way through. And this is Torres. This ended up in no man's land. That's a sharp pass. Oh, there's a probing ball. Distributed tidily. Nicely weighted ball. Well timed, excellent interception. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Played out wide, and it's Ruben Neves looking to play him in, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter.
Big chance! Oh, wonderful effort all by himself.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Substituição pelo Porto. Número 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Fernando Gomes. Voltaram a seus lugares.
Brazil have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Haaland! He has done it! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that.
Oh, what has happened here? That's a decent clearance. And here's Neymar. Brazil do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Played into space. Oh, fan support out wide. Olise receives it in a wide position. Ruben Neves. Rodri. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Haaland. Messi. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Van Bouten calmly anticipates. Ronaldinho is herring after that one.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Porto finding their passes. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Haaland. And this is Bale.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Haaland. Bale. He is through here. Header! Goal! Porto! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Just 5 minutes remaining then. Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. Quality ball, couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Haaland, Ronaldinho. Chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. So their fourth quarter of the game.
Well, he certainly was.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Brazil pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
He gets big, and he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Nicely shaped ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Driven forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a pretty loose pass. Back in possession and ready to go again. That has been cut short. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Neymar. Decent progress down the left. He is just caressing the ball. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post. Cross to the back post. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Got a Tony. Now it's Cristiano. It's Cristiano! Off the post! Oh, nearly. Distributed tidily. And now a sudden chance to counter. Koundé. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Bebeto.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And again the keeper stands strong. Barcelona have their second corner now. And it's hoisted clear. That's a good ball out wide. Messi gets into a good position. Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, good-looking ball. That's good running with the ball. That's beautifully weighted. Donadoni unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Back when it goes. Great, it's Ronaldinho! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Pass is just off target. Koundé. Half an hour played now. Zico. Now it's Neymar. That pass has been well intercepted. So what can they make of this? Pirlo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ah, such a clever touch. Donadoni. Zico with it. Zico! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Zico demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Del Piero showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Messi. And they can counter here. Now that's well seen too. Can you latch on to this? Del Piero. That's going to go a long way.
They want to make the most of this turnover.
Lobbed in behind. And he cuts out the supply. Ronaldo does really well to win the ball there. Cristiano Ronaldo. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Messi. Del Piero. And he's intervened well there. Donadoni. Looking for the run. And he welcomes it in. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Shot a goal! Oh, he's been, and again! Yes! Up by 3! They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Right, and that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom